जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हैं कि अज्ञान को हरने वाली और ज्ञान की प्रतीक के रूप में हम अनंत काल से देवी सरस्वती की स्तुति करते हैं। मैं छात्राओं से अनुरोध करूंगा कि देवी की वंदना आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करें।
माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, पूर्ण ईश अज्ञान उदर से, पूर्ण ईश अज्ञान उदर से वीणा पाणी तार दे, तार दे, तार दे। माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, सूर्य ब्रह्म शिव विष्णु गजानन जिन चरणों को सेवते, सूर्य ब्रह्म शिव विष्णु गजानन जिन चरणों को सेवते, हम शिशु है अज्ञानी माता, इन चरणों का प्यार दे, वीणा पाणी तार दे, तार दे, तार दे। माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, मूर्ख हम नहीं जाने जननी, पूजन वंदन ध्यान को, मूर्ख हम नहीं जाने जननी, पूजन वंदन ध्यान को, आदिशक्ति कर क्षमा हमें, आदिशक्ति कर क्षमा हमें, पूजा के उद्गार दे, वीणा पाणी तार दे, तार दे, तार दे। माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, 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 माँ सरस्वती शारदे।
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll now like to request our very learned and diligent Dean Professor Latika Mohan to present the welcome address.
Dr. Haribhai Patel, Dr. Bakshi, Dr. Gopal, Dr. Chanda, Director, Dr. Rajkumar, MS, other learned faculty, students, delegates, members of the press. It is on behalf of the Director and all the faculty members, I extend a very warm welcome to the members of and the fellows and the council members of the National Academy of Medical Sciences. It is an absolutely wonderful thing that we are having their 54th conference in our premises, and will serve as a great fillip to the academic spirit in this institution, this fledgling institution. I am really happy that my little team of only 52 faculty members has been able to come of age to this extent that we are proudly hosting an institute, a function of this magnitude. I'm really proud of my team of Shalini, Dr. Shalini Rao and her committee members who have put together this whole function. Now, a few words about alcohol. I have some personal experience regarding this because of a close family member who suffers from it. Alcohol has been there as long as humanity itself. And it is a part and parcel of our social and cultural system, even religious system in some areas. It's very difficult to predict which person who takes alcohol is going to be an addict and who isn't. So, the whole, I mean, at the end of it, I would say that the best possible solution for it would be to have abstinence. That's not practical, because each of us, many of us here enjoy a drink also, and it lubricates social functions and so forth. So I'm so glad that this issue has been taken up for debate in this August gathering with the highest and the cream de la cream of the medical fraternity, and to try and develop a roadmap as to how we should deal with it in our country. So warm welcome to all of you. I hope you enjoy the next 3 days and have a wonderful time here. Enjoy Rishikesh as well. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your supportive words. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an end of this starting invocation and inaugural part. I would now like to hand over to the Scientific Committee Chairman, Professor Roshni. Sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Manu. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I, on behalf of our organizing committee, NAPSCON 2014, and AIMS Rishikesh, welcome you all once again. Today, we will be having a symposium, a national symposium, on harmful effects of alcohol consumption, need for evidence-based national policy. This symposium will be held for the whole day. We have various learned speakers on various aspects of alcohol and alcoholism. Before we start the scientific session, I'll make a humble request to all the people present in the gathering to kindly switch off their mobile phone or kindly keep it on vibrator mode. Before we start the session, I'll be requesting our respected director, Professor Dr. Rajkumar, who is an internationally known neurosurgeon. He is the founder director of this institute. He has started this institute. He is a graduate, postgraduate from GSVM Medical College, Kanpur. He has his MCH from AIMS, New Delhi, and he has done PhD in 2012. He is a member of 8 international and other national societies. He has credit more than 400 publications till now. He has authored almost 140 chapters in various well-acclaimed textbooks. He has authored 7 textbooks till now. This is a very deep introduction. As we will go ahead with the program, we will be introducing him further. May I request to kindly announce the objectives of the symposium before we start the session.
Well, good morning to all of you. We are very fortunate to have our senior faculty members, more than our teachers. In fact, I am seeing senior people. Probably they are more than my teacher. Professor Haribhai Patel was superannuated when I was not born in medical science. So, and madam, you know, when I was doing MCS, he was head of department of gynae there. So it is good to have you here, all of you. Dean has already welcomed you. That was just a formality. But as a head dean of this institute, I would like to put to our guests that you are very much in this serene land of Rishikesh, the land of saints and sagars, and the people who have devoted their lives here. This place is still different in relation to other places of this country, and it is very much on the bank of the holy river Ganges, and you can sometimes from this store only you can see and witness the scenic beauty of Himalayas, which is starting on the other end of the Ganges. And you stand sometimes at the bank of Ganges, the overblowing from the mountains touching the Ganges will touch your body, and it will give you a real sense of humility. I mean, a different kind of sensation altogether. You just practice it. So I need not to do that formality. Yes, as far as the objective is concerned, this was the job to be done by Honorable President Professor Bhaskaran ji, but somehow he is not reaching in the time. So I have been asked to do this task for him. As far as the alcohol is concerned, how many minutes I have? Only to be 1 or 2, 10 minutes are too much. Well, my dear students, particularly I want to share it with you because you are the growing birds of this country, and sooner or later you are going to lead for the ailing society of this country. I have no hesitation in saying this, that this country is harmed by so many factors, and one of them is alcohol. Probably alcohol has done equal harm as the caste system of this country. I am saying it because I mean it. Had not there been casteism in this country, probably our situation would have been different. And as Madam has said, the alcohol is one of the another factor which has harmed this country like anything. There are many things which have harmed. Before freedom, I was hearing the speech of Honorable Subhash Chandra Bose, as he proclaimed very clearly that this country was suffering from poverty, ineducation, superstition, ignorance, and there are so many factors were rampant in this country before independence. But alcohol is one thing which has emerged as a profound factor to devastate this country in today's scenario. Country has come up very well following independence, and you know it has grown very well. The scientific infrastructure led by our Honorable Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru is seen today to be proliferating, and the scientific milieu has taken over the superstitions during last 60 years in this country. But this damn alcohol, despite the regression of alcohol, it has come up very well, and international market is eyeing towards this country because many females in this country, nearly 89% females, have never tasted the alcohol. And the European countries and international community is eyeing as to how these ladies are not drinking here. This is a big market available. And not only females, even the males of this country. There are many good population of male. According to one study, probably nearly 80% of the male even don't take alcohol. They have not taken alcohol. So international market is eyeing toward this country, and international market is seeing that this is probably a big market available to them because they are taking it day and night in form of beer at the place of water. And how these damn Indians they are not taking. So probably the alcohol is one thing. Once the casteism and religion is fading in this country, superstitions are fading in this country, this alcohol is taking upper hand. These are personally my views. I'm not talking any literature, etc. Well, so very thoughtfully this topic was chosen, and I thanks to Professor Bajaj. Oh, this name, my head goes to Professor Bajaj. He is such a esteemed teacher, high-grade academician, high-grade thinker, probably profound, prolific mind, very mindful in everything. And you know he is Padam Shri Padam. These are very small things for actually him. And he very thoughtfully asked me to organize the third CME of this institute, and that was on alcohol. Needless to say, India is a big market for alcohol. We produce alcohol, probably 60% alcohol is produced, 60% of Southeast Asia alcohol is produced in this country. This is the raw data available. I am not talking about the alcohol which is produced in every house in the hills. That is the kacha sharab. That is the country-made alcohol. I mean, the way the Chinese are producing small toys and they are learning the skills for producing some highfalutin things. In our villages, the alcohol is so rampant that it does not require any teaching. They are born with the technique and they can produce any kind of alcohol. And if you talk about the Uttarakhand, as far as the statistics goes, in Uttarakhand, 60% of the people after sunset, they actually they are in different world altogether. They take alcohol and they visit Honorable Indra Sabha in heaven probably. And after that, I witnessed to it, after that if you are not a smart driver in Uttarakhand, probably you are going to be hit by one or other vehicle or car. So it is a word of warner here that please, particularly for guests, ask your driver to be cautious if driving after 8 p.m. Well, this is a very duly chosen subject and it requires a lot of attention. I have said about the justification as to why this topic was chosen. There is no national policy till date. There is no legislature available in this country which can curb the menace of alcohol. And we as a medical fraternity can do very little about it. So I am going to read the objective for Honorable President, on behalf of Honorable President. And the objective of today's symposium are these following. Number one, to demonstrate comprehensive knowledge of prevalence of alcohol consumption in different parts of country and various causative factors leading to the use of alcohol and its related disorders. This is the first objective. So prevalence of alcohol consumption and the factors responsible. You know factors. In this country, people drink when they are happy, people drink when they are sad, people drink when they are boring, people drink when they have no job to do. And the country has a lot of work, but people have every reason to drink in this country. The way the sweet is prevalent in this country. When you are born, then sweets are distributed. When you are dead, then also sweets are distributed in one or other way. So alcohol almost has become an integral part of our inhabitation. So first objective is to demonstrate comprehensive knowledge. Number two, recognize the alcohol use disorder in patients with community. So you will have to see as to what is the effect of alcohol in community itself. And the management at the level of public and private sector. This is the another objective. So first is the consumption of alcohol, its factor responsible. Second is the community level effect of the alcohol and management. And third is the medical objective, and that is to diagnose the medical, obstetric, nutritional, cognitive, and health-related disorders of alcohol. This is the very much job of the physicians, doctors, and this is principally our job. The fourth is to describe the requisite protocol for primary care management of uncomplicated cases. If the alcohol is in a very initial stage, somebody is taking and probably going to be elect in days to come without complications. So we need to produce a protocol for such group of the people. Simultaneously, the criteria of reference of the complicated cases of alcohol to be referred to secondary and tertiary level. The next objective is to counsel the patients with alcohol-related problems and motivate their families to ensure continuity of health care. So counseling remains a very integral part of medical care today, and this is also included with alcohol. Next is to propose multi-professional strategies to ensure interdepartmental government coordination between health and other social sectors. So nowadays in medical profession, everybody is trying to indulge into multi-professional activities in order to have better results. So this is one of the objectives. This is along with the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and Ministry of Human Resources Development. So something needs to be done with the involvement of these ministries to stop or to prevent the menace of alcohol. Next is to establish the facilities for social rehabilitation. Those who have given up alcohol, there should be something to facilitate them and simultaneously facilitate the rehabilitation of society indulging into alcoholism. Next is to generate awareness of the role of National Health Mission and intervention strategies to reduce the alcohol consumption in the country. How can the consumption of, which is increasing in this country during last decade, and the market of alcohol has also increased. So this is also one of the objectives, following discussion as to what can be the legislation, what can be the rules, or what can be the social motivations, or what can be the families' motivation or motivation in the schools, which can reduce the consumption of alcohol in this country. And the next is, nowadays, it was not there in the era of Madam. Nowadays, everything should be the evidence-based. Until something is evidence-based, it does not hold water in international scenario. So we need to produce the evidence-based data on alcohol so that some policies, ultimately the policies can be framed, can be handed over to the respective bodies to be taken up, to be taken care at the country level. So these are the various objectives. I have tried to do justice by spelling these objectives before you, because this was to be done by Honorable President of NAM, and I think at the end of session we would be able to answer so many of these things. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, we'll start with the scientific proceedings of today. Before we start this scientific proceeding, I'll request all the delegates to kindly collect a pre-evaluation symposium assessment form from the registration desk. And these forms, they have a code to be mentioned. And you have to remember this code, because we will be giving you the post-evaluation questionnaire also. The same code has to be put in the post-evaluation questionnaire also. So it's my humble request to kindly remember the code which is being provided to the questionnaire, because you have to fill the same code in the post-evaluation questionnaire also. So we'll start with the proceeding. It's my privilege and honor to invite Dr. Haribhai L. Patel to kindly chair the scientific session, along with Dr. R.K. Chadha. It was Dr. R.K. Chadha to kindly share the session. Dr. Haribhai L. Patel, he is the council member and vice president of National Academy of Medical Sciences. He is from city of Ahmedabad, Gujarat. He was born in 1926, so he is almost 88 years of age today. And we are privileged, sir, to see you here at this age amongst us, sir. He has his medical education from Grant Medical College, Mumbai. He joined Faculty of Medical College in the year 1955. He has attended more than 200 annual conferences, and yesterday we were interacting with him, and he said still today he regularly attends Association of Surgeons of India, Urological Surgeons of India, and NMS annual conferences. And he has revolutionized the examination system at Gujarat University, being a Vice Chancellor there. He has visited US, England, Europe, Russia during his tenure or professional tenure. So, may I request you to kindly take this chair as a chairperson, sir.